TGIF, let's get after it. Hey, good morning, everyone. TGIF, it is finally Friday. Christmas is right around the corner. We got another NBA Prizepicks video here. Yesterday, we ended up going 2-1. Missed on the Vanderbilt points, but we did hit Zion over 26.5 points. And we did get Steven Adams. He did have 2 putbacks there for over 3.5 points first half. So hit 2-1. Got 3 more for you here. One of them got pulled off the board. I was doing research, but I found another play that I did like from the same guy. We're going to go first half with him, but I like the one first game more. We'll talk a little bit more about that. But this video is brought to you by oddschecker.com. Go check out their YouTube page. I'm going to link it in the description below as well as the end of this video. Again, go check them out. They have a promotion. You can get $500 of free money. All you got to do is head on over to their YouTube page, watch any video, subscribe to their channel, and comment. Tell them Cash Cake sent you, and you'll be entered for a $500 free drawing. It's all you got to do. No catches to it. So again, I'll put a link in the description below and also at the end of this video. So again, 3 plays for you here. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you like these videos. We'll keep trying to knock them out and hopefully pick some winners for you. Again, big slate today. I am going to do a second video today with the big slate like this. A lot of injury news going on, so hopefully we can find some more value. And these lines are going to move quick, so I want to get out an early video. Let's dive right into it. All right, as you can tell, we have the Prizepicks desktop up here. They got a sweet mobile app you can download as well. We're going to go over 3 plays that I do like. Before that, if you want to check us out in the Patreon streets, True EV, and we have the Plus EV and the True EV. The True EV has been dominating. Struggled a little bit last night due to the blowout, massive blowout with Memphis and Milwaukee. That was just a crazy game. The Utah game was a lot of fun going to overtime, but man, those blowouts are just rough. But if you want to check that out, this is the kind of stuff we have going on. You get access to this, the Plus EV tool. We also have, again, the True EV tool. I've showed up in the video yesterday some of the stats that it's doing, but both of these have been very successful. We had our guy Shiesty yesterday, just absolutely crushed. I mean, he was just printing money yesterday on some NBA picks, some Call of Duty picks, just absolutely crushed. Had an NFL one here with Christian McCaffrey. So shout out to him on his big night. It's always good to see guys crushing like that. But again, if you want access to that, you can get access to the True EV model. We're going to add a couple other things to the Discord, so you can get access to all that in the Patreon link below. All right, let's jump right into it. Again, we're going to go first half play here, and I'm going to talk about this because I actually like the full game, but they pulled it off the board, and that is Donovan Mitchell. If you were in the Discord this morning as a premium member, I did post the Donovan Mitchell over 26.5 points full game. They pulled it off the board. I can see that moving up to 27.5, 28. Going up against Indy here. Indy is ranked 28th shooting guard defense, 23rd points allowed, 16th field goal percentage allowed, 16th in three-pointers allowed, 21st in three-point percentage allowed, and 29th, and was dead last in free throws allowed. I still like this first half play. I preferred the full game, but Cleveland is favored by 8 here. But Indy has been playing really good ball. But if we look what he's done here at this 13.5 number, he has went over this in 4 of the last 5 games, 19, 5, 14, 14, 27. And even if you go back the 5 games before that, 18, 21, 15, 5, and 12. Again, that game against Toronto, they always like to trap their best guy, so I get that play not hitting. But yeah, I do like this play. I did prefer the 26.5, but I think I'm okay with this 13.5. He's averaging around 17 minutes, first half minutes over the last 5 games, which you like to see. Shot attempts around 11 over those last 5. You love to see that as well. And if the 3 ball starts going like it did against Dallas in that last game, put up 27 in the first half. He hit 5 of 6 in that first half. If he hits those, he'll easily climb this. So I do like this. They're Indianapolis is actually first against point guards, and they're 28th against shooting guards. So this should benefit Donovan Mitchell quite nicely here. And again, if his shot's falling, he should be able to get this for us. All right, the other plays we got, we're going to go over to a full game. Check out the full game here. The first one we're going to talk about here, it makes me a little bit nervous. It always makes me nervous taking him, but I'll talk through it, the numbers that I kind of saw here. Kyrie Irving. 22.5 feels a little bit low here. Going up against Toronto. Yes, Toronto, notorious as a pretty good team against studs. The problem is they have to go up against Durant or Irving. Which one are they going to stop? Well, if we look what he's done against Toronto this year, October 21st put up 30 points, November 23rd, 29 points, and then recently on December 2nd, he ended up throwing up 27 points. So he's crushed them all 3 times he's played them this year. They're ranked 22nd in point guard defense. Yes, 7th in points allowed. We have a really close spread, -1 for Brooklyn. We know that Toronto plays slow. They're ranked 25th, but that doesn't really matter with Irving. He's got every trick in the bag, as much as whatever you feel like him as an individual and his thought. But as a player, he's just unbelievable. And it doesn't matter if it's a fast-paced game. If you get him in the half court, he's going to get you on the block. Threes, it doesn't matter. So if they try to take Durant again away, Irving's going to be the scorer here. So looking at what they've done over the last, the 3 games that he's played him so far, if we kind of look at what he's done just over his last 5 games, he's cleared this. He's cleared it actually 5 of his last 6 games. So he's on a pretty good tear here. Again, they rank 27th in field goal percentage allowed. He don't just die by the 3 ball, averaging 38 minutes a game over his last 5, which you love to see that. Field goal attempts are also up over his last 5, averaging 20 field goal attempts over his last 5, and 19 field goal attempts against Toronto. So over those 3 games, so shooting a lot. Threes are up as well, 7, 9, and 10 over his last 3 games. Not shooting particularly great, but the shots are there, and he's getting in line 4, 6, and 7. And we have Toronto ranked 17th in free throws allowed. So it makes me a little bit nervous taking Kyrie anytime I do take him, but I do think it's a spot digging in a little bit that I do like this play. So maybe you want to dig in a little bit more, or you're nervous about it, which I can understand anytime you're taking Irving. But those are the stats I've found. And then last one we're going to talk about here is James Harden. James Harden, I'm going to go more than 10 assists here. Now, they're playing the Golden State Warriors. Philly's favored by 8, and you're like, why are they favored by 8? Well, Steph Curry is going to be out a good amount of time with a shoulder injury. Draymond Green is questionable. I think he just doesn't want to play without Curry. Andrew Wiggins is out, so it's basically going to be Poole and then all the Bebe's kids that Steve Kerr has that can throw out there. Like, it's going to be Philly should win, but the thing with Philly at the time, sometimes they play down their competition, right? So, James Harden has done really, really well in terms of, getting the ball since he's come back from injury to his playmakers. If we look since he's come back since October 29th, did he come back before that? No, the 24th. He's been back for a while. I'm sorry. He came back on the December 5th. He was out for a month from November 2nd to December 5th. I was thinking he was out longer than that. So since he's been back, he's had 7, 12, 16, and 15. Only had 7 there against Houston. But again, facilitating really well. I just like this spot for, Philly to get it done. And as long as James Harden's going to be facilitating like this, I like the number at 10. If it moves to 10.5, I don't love it. But at 10, I think it's a great number. If we look at that 10 number, he's went at or above this number in 6 of his last 7 games. So you do have to like that. And I think it's a spot that we can get. We look at what Indy did against them. TJ McConnell put up 9 assists against these guys. So I think it's a spot where, Philly should be able to do about whatever they want. I'm sure that Golden State team's going to come out and play hard. Like I said, Philly sometimes plays down their competition, but I do think it's a spot that James Harden does get there. So those are the 3 plays that we're kind of looking at here. Again, I really like the Donovan Mitchell over 26.5 points. If it does come up on the board somehow, I would take that more than the first half, but I'm still perfectly fine taking the over 13.5 points first half. Kyrie Irving over 22.5 points for the game here, and then James Harden more than 10 assists. I think that's where we're going to sit. So again, if you want to have a shot at free $500 for Christmas, man, all you got to do is head on over to Odds Checker YouTube page. Again, put a link up here. You can click on that or in the description. And again, just comment on any video and subscribe to their channel. Tell them Cash Cake sent you. I'll see you guys on the flip side. Deuces.